welcome back to my channel. I'm the Lady Panda, a creative and variety streamer on Twitch and TikTok. Welcome back to the Palia series. Today we're going to tackle questions and answers, a Q&A session with yours truly. I sourced some of these questions from other players in Palia, other partners in Palia, but mostly from my own community. I hope that you find this helpful and we'll get right into it. The very first question is, how do you run? There, you can walk with WASD, obviously, forward, backward, side to side. But if you want to run, and this is something that a lot of cozy games don't have, they don't have the ability to run. They think because you want to be relaxed, there's no reason to rush to places. But thank you, Palia, for including running. You want to use your pinky, possibly, and hold the shift button on the left-hand side while you're pressing W to move forward, and that is your run action. As you can see, this is walk and this is run. She walks probably 0.5% faster. Another thing that I learned about walking, running in Palia is that you can auto walk. You cannot auto run, but if you hit the / button, which is where the question mark is on the right side of your keyboard, you just tap it once and your character will walk straight. So if you have somewhere to go in the map and you want to get there fast, you can just auto walk. Well, not fast. If you want to get there without holding down W the entire time, you can just auto walk. For question number 2, we find ourselves next to Einar. I recently found out that his name is not Einar, it's Einar. So I've been trying to correct myself. But the second question is, how long is an in-game day? So, there are 2 indicators of the time of day. You will hear bells tolling at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. You can see the time on the top right-hand corner just underneath the day cycle indicator. You see that it's currently 6:44 p.m. It takes the shipping bin and the bell tolling happen at the same time. Your shipping bin gets emptied and you get your gold. Your mail is delivered and the bell tolls all at the same time at exactly 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in game time. That is actually every 30 minutes IRL, which means that if a 12-hour cycle happens in 30 minutes, that in 1 hour you will have experienced an entire 24-hour cycle in the game. Question number 3. How and where in heaven's sake do you get clay? I'm glad you asked. If you'll notice, we are here at Fisherman's Lagoon, which is where Einar stands most of the day. And if you go along the edges of Fisherman's Lagoon, as well as anywhere on the southern coast, all the way from the right of Fisherman's Lagoon, all the way up Remembrance Beach, all the way up to Gillyfin Cove. Pretty much anywhere along the coast, you will find clay. I will show you what it looks like. Clay looks like a copper node, but it's flat on the top, and it's mostly brown with specks of like a grayish color. So you might confuse it for copper, but it's not copper, it's clay. Clay can be used to make ceramic by smelting it, in which case you can use it for mostly crafting materials and building items, decorative items. You can also use it to make smoke bombs and other, I believe, other types of bombs. So it's a very useful material. And unfortunately, I can't find any at all along this beach. But I promise you, this is where clay is. I'm going to keep going up the coast, and I hope that I can find at least one node to show you what it looks like. So far, it looks like someone came through here and cleaned it out. My awful timing. Let's see. Still nothing. I'm going to make it up the beach and back down, and if I find clay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I finally found clay. This is what it looks like. As I said, it's a brown color with gray stone specks in it and a flat top. And if you break it, usually takes about 2 hits with an iron pick. Boom, you get clay. And again, this is all up and down the entire southern coast of Kilima. I don't believe there's any clay in Bahari Bay, or at least I've never seen it. But yes, the southern coast. For question number 4, and this is a really good question, where do you find heartwood? Oh, someone spawned on me. Hello. Where do you find heartwood? Heartwood are these pine, Christmassy looking trees. I believe you need at least a copper axe to cut it down. And when you cut it down, you will get a darker, more richer colored wood called heartwood, and you can use the regular sawmill to saw it into planks. And it's another great building material. Question number 5 is a fantastic question. Will there be mounts? Now, right now, there are ways to get around quicker than just walking. You can run, you can fast travel, you can take a shortcut through map on return home at the top right hand corner. But will there ever be mounts? Now, I think that there are some good indications that there will be mounts in the future of the game, although it has not been confirmed yet. It's just kind of a rumor. But as you'll notice, we are at the Bahari Central Stables. Not only does Daya Farm in Kilima have rock roughs, which look like we might be able to ride them at some point because it looks like they have a saddle, but we have stables. This is the stables here. They're completely closed. There's nothing you can do with this building at this time. But I really do think that that's a fantastic indicator that we will get mounts at some point in this game. And I'm so beyond excited for that. Question number 6, crop growth. How long do crops take to grow? Different crops take a different amount of time to grow. Generally, they are between 3 and 5 in-game days. And like I said, every day is about an hour. So it can take anywhere from 3 to 5 hours for these crops to grow. Make sure they are watered, fertilized, weeded, and they will grow. I'm also going to drop a image of the crop growth here, and you can see that different crops grow at different rates, and it doesn't take that long to grow, but if you tend to them, level up your farming, I highly suggest it. And please enjoy this clip. Question number 7 is how to get fabric and or leather. So fabric is made from cotton and leather is made from hide. So you need a lot of Sarnak hide. Now, in order to get the loom, which is how you create these things, you need to level up your furniture building. I'll show you that really quickly. Every time you make one piece of furniture, you will get another recipe for something else. You'll know whether or not you created something because there'll be a little green check mark on the bottom right hand corner of the image. As you can see, I've made a lot of these things. Every time you make something, it'll prompt you to choose a recipe for something else to learn. And as you keep learning, you level up your furniture making. I just made level 8. And the higher you are, Tish will eventually get your attention via mail to let you know that you can come get the recipe for a loom. And like I said, you need Sarnak hide to make leather. You need cotton, which means you need the seeds. You make it grow, and 3 to 5 hours later, you have cotton to make fabric. And then the silk thread that you get from catching rare and epic bugs, you can eventually turn that to silk. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Question number 8, our final question of the day, is how do you return home and or fast travel? So until we get mounts, if we get mounts, in the meantime, you can fast travel. There are 2 ways. If you press M for map, you can see that on the top right hand corner of the map, it says return home. Now you can only return home once every 30 minutes. So if you have just returned home like I just did, and you don't have availability to use that fast travel method, which is free, you can find yourself a horseshoe shaped marker on the map. As you can see, there are quite a few in Kilima. Here's one by Daya Farm. Here's one in the Mirror Fields. There's another by the Whispering Banks. And there's at least 4 to 6 of them in Bahari Bay. When you find yourself near one of these, head on over. You're going to look for a billboard that looks a little something like this. It has a wooden horseshoe at the top, and it's a fast travel point. You press your F, and you can see that there's different places you can travel to, and they have different amounts that they cost. So I'm going to head back home for 10 gold. And that is it. That brings me to the end of our Q&A session. Thank you to everybody that participated by offering questions for the Q&A session. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you are valid, you're loved, you're incredible, you got a fat ass, and you deserve all the pizza in the world. I'll see you in the next video.